Oops. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. I'm so excited that you are here today for our second brand breakthrough challenge day, where we're going to talk about unearthing your next big idea. So I'm just going to give it a moment for people to join. If you are new, just go ahead and share who you are so I can get to know you. So I'm just going to wait 1 second for more people to join. And I'm also going to try to share this on my Facebook page as well too. So just bear with me for just a moment while I go ahead and share this with the members of my Facebook group so they can also attend live when they can. So again, today we are going to go over how to unearth your next money-making idea, because it's really important as you build your business to have an idea that people actually want to buy. And that's what we're really going to cover. We're going to cover how to do this so that you can start making money in your business, because I'm tired of seeing entrepreneurs, do a lot of stuff but not make any money or get any income. And I'm looking both ways, because I have a Periscope going and I have Facebook Live going as well too. So I'm definitely double looking right now, but yeah. So I'm excited to go over this topic because it is so important to get your products straight. Because when I first started my business, I had some products, but it didn't connect. It didn't. People didn't want to buy it. And there was a few reasons why, which I'll share with you in a few moments. But it's really important to get this straight, or else you won't be able to make any money and your business won't grow. So definitely excited to go over this with you. So go ahead and let me know who you are, where you're from. I see somebody's joining us. So just let me know, we also have, prizes for participation. So let me know that you're here. Just put in the chat box who you are, where you're from, so I can get to know you as well too. We also have prizes, like I said, for participation and as part of this challenge. If you're not yet signed up for this challenge, you can go to brandfameschool.com/rockstar. brandfameschool.com/rockstar. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So a couple of things that you want to know, or that you should know about creating a new product or service, is that you want to create something that people are already actively looking for solutions to. Because, there's a lot of problems that are out there that people have. But if they're not looking for the solution already, or if they're not interested in it, then they might not be aware that it's a problem in the first place. For example, let's say you are, a health coach and you want to help millennials eat better. I'm just going to use that as an example. And the millennials may not be interested in health. They may just be interested in partying and eating all the junk food that they want. And so they're not recognizing that this is a problem. You see it as a problem, right? You see it as a problem because you're like, hey, you need to eat healthy so that you can live a long life. But they don't see it as a problem. They're not seeking out a solution for that problem. So they're not going to be buying your products and services no matter what you sell. And there's a disconnect there. So that's why you really want to look at what solutions are people, your ideal clients, looking for already. You can do your own research, and it's really to do research these days. You can look at Google and try Googling millennials looking for eating well or eating well tips, and seeing who pops up, or if there's anybody that's searching for it. Because usually Google will tell you if some people are searching for it, because people that are interested in that topic, and you'll see Google will put that in the little space bar. You can also look at Amazon. Go to your industry, if you're a business coach, go and look at business books and see what people are reading. Read the reviews and look at what kind of problems they're asking that to be solved as well too. So you want to make sure, again, when you are creating a product or service, you want to make sure that their product or service is something that somebody else is already seeking. Morning, Tamika. So happy you're here. But yeah, so basically, if you don't have a solution or a problem that people are actively seeking, then it's going to be hard to convince somebody to buy your product or service. Otherwise, you're going to try to convince them. You're going to try to be like, oh, you need my product. They have to first recognize it within themselves that it is a problem and that they need a solution around it. So, for example, I mentioned one of my clients, Stephanie, yesterday, that she created this course, Negotiate It Like a Boss. And she has people coming to her around negotiation because they want to make more money as in their careers. And so that's an immediate problem. People are searching, how do you negotiate, how to make more money in my business, or excuse me, in my careers. People are actively seeking out. So that's why this problem that she's solving, this product, really works, is because people are actively seeking those solutions. So I want you to go ahead and type in the chat box or the comment box and let me know, like, what are people seeking already in your industry that they would want solutions for. So just go ahead and pop it in below. You also want to make sure that people are willing to pay for whatever you are offering. So they might recognize it as a problem, but if it's not an urgent problem, they're not going to want to purchase it as well. Because, there's urgency that comes with buying. Like, people buy on a whim. People, if they want something or need something to be transformed in their lives or shifted, they're going to pay money for it, no matter what the price. If they see that it's something that it's worth paying for, they'll pay for it. They'll find the money. So if you have a product or service that is not an urgent problem, then people won't pay for it. If they're like, oh, I'll buy that someday, or that looks really nice, maybe I'll get it later. If it's not an urgent problem, they're not going to buy right away. Tamika asked, can I repeat the question? Yes, of course. So the question that I was asking is, what problem are people seeking solutions for in your industry already? So what problem are people already seeking solutions for in your industry? That's number one. That's the first thing you need to think about. Again, you want to think about the solutions that they're already seeking because you want to make sure that they even recognize that there's a problem and that they want a solution. Because if they don't want a solution for it, then what's the point of, purchasing it, right? So the second part that I was just mentioning was that you want to make sure that people are willing to pay for whatever it is you are selling. That it's an urgent problem, it's an urgent need, that they want to get it solved now. Because people pay for results and transformation, and if they're like, oh, maybe someday, or that sounds good, and maybe later, nobody's going to buy it. See, I see a lot of, life coaches say, oh, I'll help you find your life purpose, right? Well, that doesn't really work because it's not really solving a specific problem that people are seeking. People are like, oh, someday I'll find my life purpose, or someday I will look and see, if I should do something in my life. It's not attached to something urgent. And so that's why people don't make as much money, potentially in life coaching, if they're just saying that I am going to help you solve or find your life purpose. Grounded in something tangible for somebody to see the result for. Tamika says our current clients have a need to take their pets to and from appointments, and she can provide a pet taxi service. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. That's a new, unique field for, excuse me. For those of you who don't know, Tamika has a dog walking service. And that's actually a brilliant idea for a new service for you. And people are actually seeking help with getting their pets to appointments. Right? So that's something that they would need. Sorry, I have like a little tickle in my throat. So hold on one sec. Okay. So yeah, that's definitely a great product that you could add on to what you already have. And I don't see that in the market at all. So definitely go ahead and just see if people really want it and see what they're willing to pay for it. Because, like in the pet care industry or the pet service industry, the vets only work 9 to 5 and they can't get off work. So if you build that trust and you're allowed to take the pet in, that would be very, very lucrative for you, I believe. At least that's my opinion. For those of you on Facebook Live, share also, I see a couple of viewers, share what kind of problems your ideal clients are already seeking, go ahead and comment below, because I would love to hear that as well too for anybody on Facebook Live. I'm doing Periscope and Facebook Live at the same time. Okay, so yeah, definitely research if your clients are willing to pay money for it or not. Another thing that you want to remember is, like I said, you have to ground everything in a tangible result. I was giving the example of the life coach, right? The life coach, if you're helping people find their passion, it's not grounded in a tangible result. What could you create that would make them see, oh my gosh, I want that now? Maybe it's finding your talents so that you can start your own business. Maybe that's the life coaching part you do. I'm just kind of making it up right now, but at least that is a little bit more tangible for somebody. So if they see that, like, oh, I can relate this into a potential business idea that I want to start, then they'll be more interested in buying your products or service. So think about the actual result or transformation you're going to give people when you create the product or service. Another thing that you want to think about is, how to create your product or service in a way that effectively solves the problem, better than anyone else in your market. Because there's a lot of competition out there, right? So how do you do it that's unique to everyone else that's out there? Because if you're creating a solution to a problem, chances are there might be other solutions out there. So what makes yours unique than everybody else? What's the benefit of your product or service over somebody else's as well too? So start to think about those things and write those down in the play sheet. If you go to brandfameschool.com/rockstar, you can join the challenge. And you can grab the play sheet that goes along with this training, and you can start answering these questions. It's a really simple worksheet, and it helps you really think through what the things you need to think about in order to create a product. And I would encourage you to create the product using this play sheet and start to price it as well, and start to potentially market it as well. I want this challenge to be of value, and that you actually find a new product or service that you can provide as well too, so that you can actually put it in the market and test it. This is the whole point of this challenge. Tamika says, yay! Yes, I'm excited too. We want you to put this out into the world, because a big idea in your head doesn't help unless you put it out into the world. So definitely take the play sheets and go for it. And then also, not every big idea, like I've mentioned in the past, not every big idea translates into a good idea. So that's why you have to go through these steps and think about these steps in order to make a product or service that somebody wants. You have to think about what's the easy yes. What do they already want? Is it something that they already want solved anyways, or that they would really love? Are they willing to pay for it? Think about, how can I make this an easy yes for them? When you can think about it from that perspective, then it's easier for you to sell, because you're providing a solution. You're not selling them. You're not trying to convince somebody to buy something. There's a misconception about selling. A lot of people are thinking about, oh, when you sell, you have to convince somebody to buy, right? You have to get somebody to buy. That's not the case. If you provide a service that they already want, there's no convincing. It's a matter of them choosing between your products and service or somebody else's, and that's why you have to make your product or service better than other people. That's a simple way to sell and to think about sales. It's not, again, about convincing. It is about getting people to giving the solution to people, I should say, and providing that option. So definitely go and look at the play sheets to help you work through that. And then you also want to start thinking about the price that you want to charge. You want to look at what's in the market right now, get a range, get a gauge of what people are willing to pay. And then you want to also go ahead and start just seeing what you feel confident about charging too. Because a lot of this is about your own beliefs and confidence in charging what you want to charge. Because if you are scared of charging a certain price, or you're not sure if you provide enough value, either A, you have to look at how can you add more value, or B, it might be a self-confidence and internal work issue that you have to work on in order to in order to feel more comfortable charging, because maybe what you're offering is totally worth it. It's just your beliefs aren't aligned. But the thing is, you want to make sure that you are confident in charging, because if you're not confident in charging whatever your price is, nobody will buy. People will be like, oh my gosh, she's unsure. It doesn't seem like a good price because she's not sure. Tamika says it's so true. Yeah, it is true. Because if somebody feels that like uncertainty with you, then it's harder for them to trust you. And so the more confident you are with your price and the value you bring to somebody and to somebody's life, the easier it is to charge whatever price you desire. So if you want to go more high end, you can charge those prices as long as you believe in the value that you're providing and that they're going to get a transformation if they do the work, or if they follow your steps, or whatever your products or services are, or if they, allow you, like for Tamika's case, allow you to actually take the pet to, their appointments, right? So those are the things that you want to think about when you go ahead and create your product. This product is really, this play sheet is really simple. It shouldn't take that long. I see a lot of yeses and hearts. Thank you. I love it. So I'm just going to go ahead and get to my notes real quick because I moved my screen. So oops. Sometimes when I hotspot things, I'm going to move stuff around because I wanted to share what's going on tomorrow as well too. So I apologize for the little technical piece. Just want to make sure I covered all my points, and my notes were on a different page. So I'm trying to balance everything on my computer. So sorry. Okay, so let me see if there's anything else that I wanted to share with you guys about this particular point. Oh yeah, another thing that you want to do is really, make sure that whatever you sell, it's not vague. When you describe it, you don't want it to be vague. You want it to be very specific. Again, it goes back to the tangible results that you want to provide. So, just to recap, make sure you are giving people, or make sure that you are solving a problem that people already need help solving. For example, I'm doing a one-day workshop in August, the beginning of August, about mastering your brand message so you can attract high-end clients, right? And the reason why I have this is because I see a lot of people struggle with their message, and they know that they struggle with their message, and they're not sure how to connect with their ideal clients. And that's why I'm creating this workshop. And so the problem is, like, they don't see how they can attract people to them, and so they know something is off around their message. And that's why I'm actually providing an actual solution. And in the workshop, we are going to actually craft your message, and I'm going to give you live feedback on it as well too. And so this is something that people are looking for, is because they don't know how to do it themselves. And so this is another example of a good solution. So start to think about, again, what people are already looking for in terms of a solution, and creating a product for that. The other thing was making sure that people are willing to pay for whatever it is you are solving. People pay for results and transformations, or to alleviate pain, or to make something easier in their life. And so if they are not willing to pay for your products or service, then you don't have a winning product. So you want to make sure that the problem is urgent, that they need to get it solved now, and they want it to get it solved now. So those are the main points of today's scope. Tomorrow we are going to go over how to uncover your message you were born to share. So I'm really excited about doing that with you, and it's all around messaging. If you liked the scope or this Facebook Live, please share it. There's also points if you share it too, because there's prizes every day, and then also prizes at the end of the 7 days as well too. So if you share it, you get, I believe you get 1 point for sharing. Also comment and let me know what you got out of this. Also comment and let me know what you answered from your the prompts from the worksheets as well too. I want to help you create the right product. So if you are struggling with this is a great opportunity to get my eyes on it and to help you figure out if this is the right product for you to sell, if this is a winning product. So definitely take advantage of this. You can post that in the Facebook group. Again, if you are just happen to come onto my scope or happen to come onto my Facebook Live, you can go to brandfameschool.com/rockstar to join the challenge and also get the replays for our day one, and then you can also get the play sheet. Thank you guys so much for being here, and have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow. You're welcome, Tamika. Bye.